Welcome back, ELE111. This is your primer. This is your first video that you should be watching for the RC and RL series parallel circuits. I know you've done some series and I know you've done some parallel. I want to take a quick moment here to just make note that you need to remember that one of the good things to do is to take your circuit, which is in resistors and capacitors, resistors and inductors, and move them into impedance blocks that are type independent. All you have to do is transform your circuit into impedances, and then remember to treat all your resistors with a phase angle of 0, all your inductors with a phase angle of 90, and all your capacitors with a phase angle of minus 90. It doesn't matter if you're calculating current, power, voltage, impedance, it doesn't matter. You need to use these phase angles on the end of all your magnitudes for your resistors, inductors, and caps. Okay, so keep that in mind. What else? If you're doing a parallel circuit, then you want to be able to keep everything, looking the same way with your components taking on these box looks. Z1 is a resistor, but that's okay. It's just so many ohms at 0 degrees, and they all get treated the same way. Now, if you're in series, then you just use series formulas. But if you're in parallel and you only have two impedances next to each other to form that parallel circuit, which happens a lot, then you just need to use the product over sum, or in some instances, if you have 3 or more impedances, you need to use the big dog formula. Of importance to note is that you need to have these double brackets formed in here, because if you don't, you do have the potential of doing the first division here in this green circle that I'm circling and adding the rest of this to it. And that would be catastrophic for your calculations. So I want you to be aware of that. Once again, treat all the ohms that are in parallel. If it's resistance, treat it as 0 degrees. If it's an inductor, add an angle of 90, and if it's a capacitor, x sub c of minus 90. Now, as you move into the bigger and bigger problems, they automatically calculate x sub c and x sub l for you, so you won't have to do that. Good luck with your homework.